Hello everyone, Nico and me here, and today I'm reviewing Miitomo. Now, Miitomo, if you don't know what it is, it's an app made by Nintendo that's now out worldwide. It's a social networking app. Now, a game like this is hard to review. Number one, it's an app. It's not a usual Nintendo game on the Wii U or a 3DS where it's this huge, hard worked on game. I'm sure this was worked on pretty hard, but you know what I mean. Like, this is a free app on a smartphone. While most games are hardcore, like, hardcore development, put tons and tons of effort and creativity behind, and it's $60 or whatever. I'm not saying, again, that this isn't creative. I'm just saying, like, it's different reviewing an app, a free app, than reviewing, like, a $60 game from Nintendo, if that makes sense. So, the app, considering that's an app, it's a very solid app. Now, if you go into this, comparing it to, like, a Xenoblade Chronicles X, or a Mario Kart, or a Super Smash Bros., you're obviously going to be disappointed, because that's a $60 game on a Wii U hardware, and this is a free social networking app on a smartphone. So obviously there's going to be differences. This is Nintendo's first step into the social networking and mobile market, and I think this is a step in the right direction. Obviously, I can't really, like, rave about it, because it's like a social networking app. Do you really rave about Facebook or Twitter? Not really, so it's hard to, like, oh my gosh, this game is amazing, it's the best thing ever, because it's just a free app, it's just a social networking app. It's not like it's some AAA game, you know what I'm saying? But as a social, I still want to review it because people want me to review it. Actually, I don't think anyone's asked, but I'm just gonna hope that someone out there wants me to review it. But the game is very game. See, I say the term game loosely because it's not really a game. It's a social networking service. So as a social networking service, it definitely has its pros. It has the Wii, Nintendo brand quirks. It has the Miis. And by quirks, I mean, have you ever played Tomodachi Life or watched Tomodachi Life? It's essentially that. You have your friends, they come over, they interact, you answer your friends' questions, you can answer questions and your friends will respond to your questions or your answers, and you can private message your friends, you can play little games with your friends to get new clothing for your Mii, you dress up your Mii, you create a Mii the first second you get in there. You can either use, like, your one from the Wii U 3DS, or you can make a new one, or you can just take a picture of yourself and it makes a Mii for you. So, in that aspect, the social networking part is really good. There's obviously things that need to be added and need to be fixed, but this is day one, okay? The game came out, actually, now yesterday, and obviously there's going to be some fixes and differences. Do you really think Facebook is the same as it was when it first came out, what, like 10 years ago? No, it changes and evolves. And, sorry. There are some issues, like, the only real way that you can add other people is using other social networks. And that kind of stinks because the point of a social network is to communicate, and we have to rely on another social network to add each other. That's kind of difficult. You need to either have the other person on Facebook as a friend or Twitter. Now, this is a good thing because it kind of verifies that they're your real friends. And it kind of, like, you're not going to get these random guys that you don't know friending you. You know what I'm saying? You know them. You either follow each other on Twitter or be friends with each other on Facebook. It has to be like a mutual, like both sides like each other, I guess, or friends. So that's really cool in a way. But in another way, I know lots of people, some of my friends, they don't have a Twitter or Facebook. So now, to go on Miitomo, they have to create a Twitter. Well, technically, you don't have to create it, but to have friends, and for it to really be a social networking service, you need to have Twitter or Facebook to add your friends. So, people who don't have that, like a lot of people who like Nintendo, they're either really, like, young kids, so obviously a lot of young kids don't have Twitter or Facebook, or they're people who just don't care. A lot of gamers, they don't really, like, I don't want to stereotype gamers, a lot of them are, like, social media, but a lot of gamers, they just want to play games. They don't care about sharing their games or even watching other people play games. They just want to play their games. So I like share it. Like a lot of people, like on YouTube and Twitch, some people don't understand or like the idea of watching other people play or sharing themselves play. They just want to play, if that makes sense. A lot of gamers like that, obviously. That's why Twitch and YouTube gaming and all that's really popular. But some people, they don't really care about sharing their gameplay or watching other people play. So in that case, a lot of those gamers don't have Facebook or Twitter. And that wasn't meant to be a negative thing. I'm not saying that it is. I'm just saying, like, a lot of gamers, they don't really care about the whole social networking thing. They just want to play their games. And if you're a Nintendo fan, this is a kind of game, more social network, but you're going to want Miitomo because you're a Nintendo fan. But now you're going to have to create a Twitter and a Facebook to actually utilize the social networking. So I guess that's the only con I can really think about. The game, there's a Mii drop. I think there needs to be a little more games because the only real game is like you drop your Mii to get clothing. But I mean, again, first day, obviously they're gonna add stuff. But yeah, it's cool. It's a social networking site or app, and it works. It's cool. It has the Nintendo quirks, and it is what it is. I'm excited for Nintendo to make like real game apps where, like, I don't know, maybe Mario for $1. I don't see why not. That would be #1 forever. If you can see Minecraft is #1 on the App Store for the last, like, 6 years, I'd be sure that if they had Super Mario Bros. For $1, even $3 or $4, the original, on the App Store, everyone would buy it. It would sell like hotcakes. I'm not being fake. It would happen. So, who knows? This is definitely not going to be their last. They've said they want to go into the mobile market a lot. So, here we go. I think it's a step in the right direction. And yeah, I rate it, I don't know, A-, B+. There's definitely things it can fix, but I'm definitely open to the fixing because it is day one, and it's a social networking app. I can't really, like, say it's the best thing ever because that is what it is. It can't really exceed social networking app, you know what I mean? So, good job, Nintendo. Bye-bye.